Stephen McFarland spent 3 years as ambassador to Guatemala, also led a civilian military reconstruction team in Iraq. Joins us now. Mr. Ambassador, appreciate it. Does the president show up at the UN strong or weak?
He shows up with certainly some strengths and some weaknesses. The weaknesses, of course, everyone knows, have been reported on the show. The big one was Afghanistan. I think his strength, though, is his understanding that the United States not only has to be the strongest military power and a strong economy, it also has to be a strong diplomatic power, and that the United Nations is one of the most important places to carry that out.
You know, when President Biden came to office, we were told that America's allies were going to once again be happy because America was back and the chaos of President Trump was over. You look around the world in terms of what's happened with our allies, especially after Afghanistan and now this French debacle. Hard to imagine that every one of our friends feels really that great right now, right?
I disagree. I think certainly Afghanistan raised questions about exactly what was the United States thinking in the way that it conducted that evacuation, carrying out a deal that had been, of course, signed by the previous administration. I think what they're really looking for is, what is the United States message? How coherent a policy can it put together? And this is an intangible that they're always going to be asking. Does it seem like the Americans know what they're doing? So that'll be the test for President Biden.
Certainly a test. This is from the UN Secretary General about what he seems to be most worried about, which is climate change. Take a listen.
Today, no issue can be solved without the United States. And so without the United States on climate action, we were doomed. But the fact the United States are on climate action is not enough. Because today, the largest emitter is not the United States, it's China.
The Chinese seem to know better than anybody how much President Biden wants a deal on climate, and are using that pretty well, aren't they?
I think climate change is something that obviously each country is going to, if there is an agreement, try to get the best deal that they can. And I think the United States has the intelligence assets to figure that out. I don't think I don't see the Biden administration somehow giving away the store, because the only way a climate agreement will work
I only
is
got about 30
all
seconds.
countries are on board.
I only got about 30 seconds. You say make an agreement. My dad always said you can't have a good deal with bad people. Is there any reason to think we should be able to make a deal with China?
Sure, we had deals with bad people all the time in the Cold War. Trust but verify was what President Reagan used to say. We got to put a lot of emphasis on the verification, and on trying to figure out if this is in fact something that is in both or in all countries' interests.
Yeah, well, the Chinese seem to be extracting a high price for what's in their interest. Mr. Ambassador, thank you. We appreciate it.
You're most welcome.
All right.